Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
Welcome to the Apex Legends tier list. This isn't very controversial because you can see just like based off of the ranked or competitive aspect of the game that there definitely are characters that are fucking overpowered. We're gonna do another one that is guns, like the weapons tier list, and that's pretty subjective because some stuff I like, my friends, they like the Mozambique. I think
that shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airways.
Oh. Anyways, we're joined by Ethan Brubyston.
Hello.
And you can also look at his gamer gold because that's his biggest flex. I'll put it on screen.
Ah, yes.
But anyways, we're gonna go from the bottom, okay? And this isn't really gonna be just competitive or just casual, just kind of whatever. Because I mean, you could throw Watson like A tier maybe for competitive, but she's not going there. Spoilers. Bottom of D tier. Crevy, give me who you think should go here, because there's like two characters that should definitely be here, but who do you think is gonna be here?
Say either Octane or Loba.
Yes. I'll just throw them both there because they're holding hands down in D tier. Pretty obvious why. They're not really that good. I mean, they've been trying to buff Octane, but not really had anything that crazy. Loba, I really hope they do something better with Loba, because like her ring sucks ass because you throw it and you have to wait 5 seconds, and that in that 5 seconds you're gonna get fucking killed, as opposed to being like Pathfinder or something, or the new character that's gonna come out. Another video on that coming out soon.
And they just buffed Loba, so her ring's bigger,
Yeah.
and it starts off with 50%, but it's still not optimal.
Yeah. Still not that crazy. Anyways, though, we're gonna go into C tier, and Crevy, who do you think should go here? I know at least
Personally, I think Crypto should go there, but
motherfucker. Why should Crypto? I want to hear your opinion on this.
well, I feel like Crypto, I mean, his scanning ability is very good, but I feel like it's a lot more useful in team fights to use someone more like, you know, like Caustic, Gibraltar, and stuff like that. And I mean, a lot of times it takes you out of the fight, so you have to be on your drone whenever your teammates are pushing, or you have to take that second before you rush in when you could just be in the fight.
Alright, well, my opinion, skipping around right here, I think he's A tier, but since you said that, I'll throw him in B tier. I'll just throw him there right now. He's going high B tier.
It's middle ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I think there should be only one legend in C tier, and I think that's gonna be, actually fuck that. Fuck that. We're gonna just I'm gonna throw the Indian bitch. I don't remember her name.
Rampart, I was about to say.
Rampart's going C tier.
She's probably mid tier.
Just because, I mean, she's okay, but this game isn't really about holding ground. I mean, it's okay in ranked, but the higher you go up in ranked, the more like it's like 3 people and you're all huddling behind the same rock. Like if you're in really high ranked, it's real like that, bro. And you have like 10 squads left in a tiny ass circle and everybody's just hiding behind shit. I do think her walls are really cool. It's just if they had a faster build up time, it'd probably be a better legend. But anyways, going into B tier. So we've already thrown Crypto there. High B tier, highest B tier. I think you should go A tier, but I will respect your opinion, man.
Opinion.
Alright, B tier, I'm gonna throw, well, obviously I'm gonna throw Bangalore. I mean, she's always average. Like, I don't know, she doesn't bring way too much to the fights.
Her ultimate's good at...
Well, her ult can like send people away, but it won't do damage. It's just kind of like break people up. And then her left bumper is just annoying. I mean, unless you have like the threat detector, is that what that is? The sight?
Yeah, digital threat.
Yeah, digital threat. If you have that thing and you're going Bangalore, then you're kind of set. But also gonna throw, well, what do you think about Mirage going here? Do you think he's A tier?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people would put him like B tier, because I mean, personally, as a Mirage main, basically, uh, he, he's real. I really like just baiting people out of ammo, like before I fight, or like whenever I'm fighting people, and I'll throw a decoy, and it always messes with them. Or like his ultimate's really good for just escaping or messing someone up in a fight, because most of the time if you spin around a circle 3 times, they're not gonna know where you are. And his capability to revive people whenever you're like turning invisible whenever he revives is very, very good. But I don't know, he doesn't serve like tactical advantage like most other characters that can, you know, do more damaging or help their team. It's more like solo. Yeah, he's definitely went through a lot of changes that have made him a lot better.
What did his old ult even do? I don't remember.
His old ult, he turned invisible and he went faster and he puts a bunch of decoys where he was. But now they move with his movement and stuff. And they go all over the place and circle him.
Nice.
So it's a little bit different.
I'm also gonna throw Watson in B tier, because I mean, if you're making this, or we're not making this purely for comp, because if comp, then she's probably A tier, but I don't know, just for Apex Legends in general, I think she's just B tier.
I also feel like you can go ahead with Watson, but I want to say I feel like Bloodhound is also B tier, because like they've definitely reworked him a lot, like tried to make him better, but I feel like the only thing that really makes him good is his ultimate. I mean, like, his scanning is basically just really annoying. I just don't. A lot of the times it's just like constant scanning, and then his ultimate, it only helps him. They definitely buffed it where, you know, increase the duration with the knockdowns, but it's definitely feels like it should affect your team more. Like, it should be more team-based ultimate rather than solo-based, because I feel like it doesn't get the full usage like it could be.
So what, he just
could be a lot
throws
better.
Infrared goggles to everybody?
Yeah, I don't know. Just give some Beast of the Hunt, full Beast of the Hunt. That would be so sick. Imagine running a full team with Beast of the Hunt, like a Revenant ultimate. That would be super cool.
I'll throw him in B tier. I'll put him right behind Crypto. But I still think Crypto, I think he's really, really good. I don't think I have to go over why, but they're also getting rid of the fact that he can see how many squads are nearby. So that does bring him down a peg. Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That's like one of his main things, is if you're in like tilted, well, what is it actually called? Skyhook or something? What is it?
Fragment
east or west, and you can look around and see if there's like a bunch of squads around. That's like his main thing, but whatever. I play that character aggressive, by the way, too. I'm not like Dexter on that thing all the time. I think top of A tier, probably gonna be. Actually, I want to know where do you put Caustic this season, Crevy?
I still think I'd say he's A tier, but I feel like he's like low A tier, because although his caustic traps are really, really good at damaging people, and the ability to see through them is really nice, but when you're playing with your teammates, he's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, cause you can't see anything, or like it's definitely better now that you don't get slowed as your teammates like it used to be, but it's still really annoying in team fights unless you have a digital threat. You can't see through it. You can't see shit, and it's just on your screen for way too long. But as it is for him, he can definitely defend zones really nice, like pin up houses and throw gas down to get people out or keep people in, which is really good. But it's just really fucking annoying to play with. That's all I gotta say.
I think other than Wraith, he's probably the best solo character. Alright, who do you want to put in the top of A tier? Well, I already know who I want to, but I want to listen to what you have to say.
Is there an S tier, or is there just A tier?
Yeah, there's an S tier. We already have 2 spots reserved. You know who they are.
I feel like, well, then Lifeline would be I feel like lifeline would be top 8
Yeah.
tier because the healing drone is really useful, and then they just keep adding more and more to her, but she still feels
She's always been like an
I
above average character, I feel like, and they just keep fucking putting shit on her. It's so annoying.
And her ability to revive people with that drone while she's still shooting is so abusive. Like, she can just use it over and over again.
They seriously need to put a cooldown on that. Like, if she throws it out for the healing, then she shouldn't be able to throw it out for like the res, or vice versa, or just keep spamming res. I don't know. There needs to be a cooldown of something because it's so annoying. You can like look down and then shoot somebody and go back to go heal, and they're already rezzed up.
Or at least make it so that the revive drone is easier to shoot. Like, maybe it floats a little higher so you can shoot it to break the revive, compared to, like, I mean, you can still do that now, but it's really low flying right underneath the shield. So you basically have to use grenades or like jump behind, but most of the time they just pick them up immediately after. It's just
yeah,
but it makes her so good.
All right, the person right behind lifeline, pretty obvious, gonna be Revenant.
Yeah,
I think Revenant, his ult, okay, the like little bit of heal that it gives is stupid, but also the range that it has is also stupid. I don't know if they've done anything more with it, but I've heard a lot of people say they just need to like rework the character, because the totem, okay, so for like competitive, it's not that broken because a lot of teams just sit there and they'll wait for you to come to them, like higher up ranked. But if you're in like low competitive or just in pubs, you can literally just run in, and if you have a crypto, you can half health them, and just, it's so stupid. You should have 2 lives.
Yeah.
Everybody on your team has 2 lives, so you have 6 lives in total, pretty much.
I don't know about that. I feel like he's at a good standpoint right now, because before, whenever he first came out, he was absolutely dog shit. He only had 1 silence. His cooldown for his ultimate was really stupid, and there's a restrictive circle still. So, and before, whenever he got sent back with full shields, but his health was literally at nothing. Now he has 2 silences. He comes back at half health, and it has no limit to the ultimate usage. So he's actually like a good character for pushing or like preventing people from using abilities. Like you can prevent invisible revives with mirage. You can stop lifeline revives. You can stop Gibraltar's bubble and his arm shield. It just makes it's so. I mean, most of the time it's hard to get off, but once you do, it really can turn the tide of the battle.
Yeah, his left pumper's stupid. It prevents anything.
Yeah, and it does. I think they did also increase the duration it lasts, from like 15 seconds or something, like to 30, which is really good.
Alright, moving on. Caustic, we've already talked about him. He's going low A tier. I think he's going to be the last in A tier. And then we got Pathfinder. We'll put him in 3rd. Well, they just keep nerfing Pathfinder and nerfing Pathfinder and nerfing Pathfinder. And this recent one, Crevy was explaining to me recently, but basically, or actually, do you want to just tell him what you told me about, like, the bunny hopping thing? Because everybody bunny hops after a hook.
Sure. Basically, like, they changed the Pathfinder grapple, so now it's based off the duration that you grapple, right? So if you go short distance, then, takes less time than if you do a big grapple. The only thing is, if you do no matter the distance of the grapple, if you b-hop afterwards, or continue to move, like use a Octane jump pad, it will continue to increase the duration, or make the cooldown longer, because you're still technically moving, so it takes as a longer grapple. On top of that, it takes an extra, like, 2 or 3 seconds for that little meter to determine that you are still moving, or what amount of time you should wait for the grapple. So really, if you're waiting 35 seconds, you could be waiting 40 or 45 if you're continuously moving. It's a buff, but it's also a nerf in some senses.
Yeah, they need to revert him, or like make it 20 seconds or 25 seconds. I don't know. He's just going down and down. They're not doing anything for him, but he still has like good movement, but he's not the old broken Pathfinder where you can literally be anywhere at any time.
Yeah. Also with the reworking of all of, like the survey beacons or whatever, with now Crypto and Bloodhound can use the survey beacons, his passive is basically useless. Like it just gives him his zipline back, but I mean that's not really a great passive. Like they should basically just gave away his passive, took his identity, and then they're just like, oh look, he's better. But it definitely needs change.
Second best legend, obviously it's Gibby. Gibby just has absolutely everything. Like, he's not really fun to use all the time because he's so fat and you'll just get shot. But when you're running with like a good team, you have the arm shield, makes you invulnerable and that's mainly for just like sniping. So if you're just trading picks, like you're just picking damage off back and forth, if you get shot once or twice, you can just go around the corner and wait for your arm shield to heal up. The enemy, they have to actually shield up, which is stupid. His left bumper, he'll throw it down. It's insta cover if you're like in an in shield and you need it. Also, you can heal faster and res teammates faster. And then his ultimate, it's like a Bangalore ult, but a lot more better and a lot more focused. And it comes down like instantly.
He's definitely a very thick boy. He's all, like they haven't really changed him since the beginning of the game, and he's always been good. I don't know, they can't really.
They just made
there's nothing that they need to change. Yeah, really good, and there's not really much they can do to change that.
Yeah. I mean, for him, he's technically in a good spot because if you're running him solo, he's like an average character. But if you're running him with like good teammates and you're like really good with communicating, then he's just OP.
Yeah.
And then Wraith, we don't even really have to talk about, but I will anyways. She has the smallest hitbox, so I mean it's almost impossible to shoot her. You know, if you're in the final fight, 2 squads left, and the people are starting to sweat, starting to get nervous. They have the shaky hands, bro, the shaky fingers. It's like really hard to hit her. And then left bumper is the ultimate oh shit button. If you like run into a team and then they're just sitting there and they're like, hey man, you got the whole squad laughing, then you can just oh shit button out of there, get back to your team. Ultimate is really, really good for just if you want to portal out, if you need to portal in anywhere. Pretty good with like a Revenant ult too. You can portal in with her and then go back. Everybody uses the totem and then you go in and you just slaughter and then you can go in again. It's just dumb. And then for passive, that just tells you information like someone's aiming at you. There's caustic traps. Not really all too crazy, but every now and then if you're like standing still or doing something, then it'll go off and it helps. That's the tier list, gamers. If you want to tell us your opinions, if you thought we were wrong about something, then go ahead and throw it down in the comments section. Like I said, this is kind of subjective, but I mean there's proof to back up why these characters are in the spots that they are. So yes, check out the one that I'm going to put out tomorrow. It's going to be about the weapons, and I'll see you guys next time.
Oh boy.
Peace.